Hello, it's Friday the 13th of March and you're watching Air News Daily with me, Jeremy Spake, and I'm not afraid. The effects of the US and Israeli attacks on Iran are being felt by everyone around the world, especially when it comes to the cost of fuel, which seems to me to be almost uncontrollable at this moment in time. Cathay Pacific announced yesterday that it was doubling its fuel surcharging from the 18th of March as the direct result of the increases in fuel costs that it has seen itself since the war against Iran started at the end of February. Customers of the Asian carrier can expect to pay 290 Hong Kong dollars for a short-haul flight, which is roughly £28 sterling, up from £13.50. For medium-haul flights, the charge increases to around £52 sterling, and for long-haul services, customers will now have to pay around £111 in fuel surcharges, more than double. Whilst airlines buy some fuel in advance on a rolling basis known as hedging, they all feel the effects of price increases for the remainder of their fuel supplies, which is why we are now seeing this action being taken so quickly by Cathay Pacific, and they won't be alone. In addition to the fuel surcharging, the airline also confirmed that it would be operating additional services to London Heathrow from its Hong Kong base on selected dates in March to meet demand caused by the ongoing crisis being faced by its Middle Eastern competitors. Another airline reportedly trying to combat the effects of runaway fuel costs is Kiwi flag carrier Air New Zealand. Reuters has reported that the airline will be axing around 1,100 flights from now until early May as a consequence of the conflict in the Middle East. Proof, if ever we needed it, that the impact of the war is far-reaching. It is estimated that the cancellations will represent approximately 5% of Air New Zealand's scheduled operation, affecting around 44,000 customers of the airline. Angolan Airlines has announced the introduction of 3 flights weekly between its Luanda base and the Ivory Coast city of Abidjan. Flights will commence on the 6th of April, operating on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays on board the airline's Airbus A220s, and will offer customers from the Ivory Coast convenient connections to other destinations on the Angolan Airlines network, to include Sao Paulo in Brazil. All-cargo operator MSC Air Cargo, a division of the Mediterranean Shipping Company, took delivery of its 7th Boeing 777-200 freighter in Seattle yesterday. The airline has said that its newest fleet addition will help it to expand its gateway coverage in Italy to include Rome Leonardo da Vinci as well as Milan Malpensa, connecting both gateways with Hong Kong and Shanghai Pudong. And finally, Cabo Verde Airlines will be reintroducing services between Sal in the Cape Verde Islands and the United States from the 31st of March. The airline will be connecting the Atlantic island nation with Providence in Rhode Island using its Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, for which it recently received the crucial Extended Range Twin Operational Performance Standards, better known to you and I as ETOPS, approval. The precise schedule is yet to be announced. They may have to get on with that a little bit, but it will be the first time the airline has served the US market since 2021, and Providence has been selected as its home to a large expatriate community of Cabo Verde nationals. That's all for this week from me and the Air News Daily team. Thanks for being with us, and a warm welcome to those of you who've joined us this week for the first time. It's great to have you with us. We'll be back on Monday for our 50th episode, blimey, 50 already, which in the time-honoured tradition on a Monday will bring you an update on new routes being launched across the world. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you again next week. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to Air News Daily.